My name's Richard Pins. I'm practice principal of 311 Dental Care in North Finchley. Professional, I think. They're always, I think every practice and every dentist probably who carries out compliance occasionally questions what they're doing, why they're doing it. And do we have to is often a question. And in the nicest possible way, my manager, Reese, coaxes us into just not thinking negatively like that and turning it into a positive and showing us the benefits of what we're doing. So yeah, iManage professional. So it allows us to keep on top of compliance in a very structured and comprehensive way. So it's basically an off-site practice manager who cares for the admin side of your practice. We still do the audits, we still do the risk assessments, but he's that little person looking over our shoulder, making sure that we are staying compliant, making sure the audits are done to a high standard, making sure the actions are followed up on those audits as well. So every administration step that we carry out with iComply, we have an iManager called Reese who messages us with any information that he needs to help us complete that administration step. That is never onerous, that's always pretty quick information for us to get across to him. He then carries out most of the admin step on our behalf, given the information that we've given to him. He will then meet with us ahead of a practice meeting to go through the information we've provided and the administration that he's done for us. And then we just go into that practice meeting. We feel very supported with iManage. It is simple, it's structured well, and it's actually a very nice way of working. Afterwards, CQC thankfully were very complimentary about the practice and the way that we handled compliance. They also commented on the fact that they could see that it wasn't compliance just for the sake of compliance. They could see that that was culturally how the practice had been run for a number of years, and that was just working through iComply for a number of years. But definitely iManage took that to the next level. That was someone looking over our shoulder, making sure the whole time that what we did was to the highest standard, and that was recognised by the CQC. I can now tell you after that CQC inspection how thrilled we were and how important that year had been with iManage to make us compliant. We've always set the practice up to have the feel that if CQC walked in at any given moment that we'd be compliant. Actually, we probably could not have got the compliment from the CQC that we received as a practice were it not for the work of iManage during that 1 year. Okay, so if I'm scoring Agilio out of 10, I'm going to give them 9 out of 10. That is probably a reflection of how we feel about the whole package. We don't want the iManage to rest on his laurels, so we'll give him 9 out of 10, and we look forward to giving him a 10 one day. Yeah. Oh no, God, I've got to be more generous. Let's give him 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone manages their practices differently, so Agilio has always given you the boxes to tick to be compliant, and you work through on an annual basis and you tick those boxes. I think actually with the iManage, it's taken our compliance to a different level, because not only are we ticking the boxes, but it's how well we're ticking those boxes. And the iManager, who's caring for a number of practices, will also give us a perspective on maybe what other practices do better than us, so that we can up the quality of our compliance, and all complement us when we're doing well. And actually that's a new perspective for us in compliance.